Hi, welcome back to Wheeled Mobile Robots. So this particular lecture, what we are trying to see is actually like how to start, you can say MATLAB simulation of a mobile robot. Although this was covered in the first week and second week and you have already practiced, but I just want to give a background, okay? So we'll start with a very basic. So for example, you want to solve any differential equation. So I call, so differential equation. So if you want to solve differential equations, so what you need actually like based on the differential nature, if it is actually like you call ordinary differential equation, then you need initial conditions, right? If it is actually like partial differential equation, then you need so boundary conditions. So in fact, actually like initial condition you can call as one of the boundary condition, but since it's ordinary differential equation, in the sense it is actually like only dependent on t or one variable, then you can actually like make it. But partial differential equation, it is actually like a combination. So that's why we need a boundary value problem, right? It is actually like solving a boundary value problem. This is solving a initial value problem. However, this particular course, what we are talking about the motion. So motion in the sense it is actually like a system of, you call dynamic, you can say dynamic system motion only we are bothering. So motion is actually like a change with respect to time, right? So that is what we are actually like intentionally doing. So in the sense time dependent is the core. So in the sense all the equations which we have derived, so would be actually like function of time, and we are trying to solve the differential equation. What we have actually like tried to solve, if you recall our kinematic relation, so what we got it actually like we assume that there is a instantaneous you can say velocities with respect to body, which you call something like u is the longitudinal velocity, v is the lateral velocity, and r is the rotational velocity with respect to b frame, okay, where this is xb and yb. So we can actually like write a relation with between actually like the inertial frame, which is actually like inertial means it's earth fixed frame. So xi and yi. So we can relate. So what that? So x dot, which is actually like along this direction. So y dot is along this direction. And I assume that the angle between these two is actually like this is parallel to x. This angle between these two is actually like psi. So then this is psi dot. So in the sense what we are trying to see, so x dot, y dot, and psi dot, you are writing in terms of something like UVR. So for that we are having a mapping matrix. The mapping matrix eventually here only one rotation, which is psi. So it would be function of psi. And we generalize this as a eta because we are going to talk about multi-body system later on. So we generalize as a eta, but here we will keep it as a psi, and that would be written as this form, right? So this is what we got. So now we look at it further. What we got it is actually like eta dot, we got it as j of psi into, you can say zeta. So where zeta is actually like u v r, which is actually like body fixed velocity in the sense instantaneous velocity. This is, so the eta dot is actually like, so x dot, y dot, and psi dot. Okay, so this is what we are getting. So but what we wanted actually like the time dependent signal in the sense, so we wanted x of t, y of t, and psi of t. So can we solve for given equation in the sense, if I know this, can I actually like get this? So this is the question. So it's a very interesting question, but if you rewrite this equation, although it's a vector, so I'm writing this like this. Okay, so you can see, so not this way. So I'm writing it this as, this is input. Okay, so now what this is actually like in the form of simple, what you call ordinary differential equation, that too like order is one, so it is actually like first order differential equation. So for solving this, what you needed, so you need definitely the input, right? And this equation required psi of t equal to 0 in the sense initial condition, right? So that is what we are actually like looking at. So if that is the case, what are the way to solve? Okay. So what are the way to solve? So there are number of ways. So we try to solve it in numerically. So we are trying to use numerical integration. Okay. So the numerical integration means what? So we are actually like going to use some kind of solving method. So one of the method which we have seen is actually like this is time and this is x. So there is a profile like this. You take some ti instant and so ti plus 1 instant. So this can be linearized. Okay. So in the sense this corresponding is xi and this is corresponding xi plus 1. Then this linearized slope can be actually like written as, you can say delta x, right, in the sense. So x dot I can be written as xi plus 1 minus xi divided by ti plus 1 minus ti. So this difference I'm going to call as delta t. So delta t is nothing but a step size. So the step size, if I keep on reducing in the sense, I actually like take this, so the linearity would be much closer. In the sense, the solution will be getting closer and closer if you take as smaller as possible. But mostly like what we are going to do, we are actually like going to use something like real-time system. In that sense, you have to see, so what is your actually like a response or update of each component. So you would be having sensor, you would be having actuator, you would be having controller, you would be having driver. Every system would be having some kind of, you can say, update rate. For example, sensor, you take for example digital multimeter. So 1 second probably 1,000 samples. So in the sense 1 millisecond, each every millisecond it would be throwing one, you can say, response. For example, actuator, when you change properly voltage, so that response will take some seconds to come. Probably it is 100 millisecond or 10 millisecond. It is what the update rate. Similarly, the controller, the processing time and update time would be there. So in that sense, you can see this delta t in real, when you try to incorporate, it can be chosen based on the system response. Right now, we are taking more general. So more general is actually like it vary from 10 milliseconds to 100 milliseconds. It's very common. So very rarely people go 1 millisecond, but mostly the robotic system will vary 10 millisecond to 100 millisecond. That's all. Okay. So when we start this kind of understanding, what we need really, so we need really actually like one simple aspect. I just wanted to put it this down. So what that? So you need to write a code because it is numerical, right? So if you are writing code, so what's supposed to be there? So you're supposed to write your solver detail. You're supposed to write your, you can say, the system detail. Then you write the initial condition. Then you can say numerical integration part. Finally, you plot. So in the sense, this is solver detail simulation condition, I can say, because we are going to do simulation. Then this is the system physical parameter. And this is actually like your initial condition. Okay, these combinedly, you can say the initialization part. Then this is the integration part. And this is the plotting. Okay. So, or you can say presenting the result. So if that is the case, we will actually like start very simple. So we'll start with one of the simulation code where we can just try to, you can say, give some kind of feel on MATLAB. So for that, what I'm actually like trying to do, I'm actually like trying to take the MATLAB base. I hope you are able to see this. So now I'm actually like saying that this is, I'm trying to write the kinematic model of generalized, okay, mobile robot. So generally mobile robot means land based, right? So that is by default, but I'm actually like giving this way. Okay. So now you can see that this is what I'm going to write. So I'm actually like putting it that. So now what we need to do, we need to actually like first do the prerequisite in the sense probably sometime your workspace would be having something similar variable. So you clear all. So sometime you want to present something on the command window. So better you make the command window clear. and sometime you would be hanging with several figures, which is plot figures or something. So better you close all the figures. Okay. So this is not mandatory, but you better do it. So now we are actually like starting. You can say the MATLAB simulation. So first I'm writing the simulation parameter. So what we have done is actually like Euler method, right? So Euler's method I call. So Euler's method, what? Only step size is the factor. So I'm talking that is delta t is I'm written as dt. So I'm taking 100 millisecond, which I'm writing as a step size. Okay. So then what else you need? You need actually like the simulation, total simulation time, which I'm writing as TS, that I'm giving 10 seconds. This is total simulation time. These all you would have seen in the last semester, but still I want to write because few of you are actually like new. So I thought of actually like giving it. So now I'm actually like giving T is the time span. Okay. Span. So what it says, the time is starting from 0 and end with the maximum total simulation time that would be varying with point, you can say 1 as the step size. In the sense how it vary, 0, 0.1, 0.2 like that. Okay. So that is what actually like we are actually like referring it. Okay. So this is what we are referring it here. Okay. So in the sense it would be having 101 times, because so 1 second would be having 10 divisions and it starts from 0. So totally 101 times this would be having 101 variable it would be having. Okay. So this is what the overall. So now we'll actually like go to the physical parameter. Okay. So here, unfortunately, there is no physical parameter. So we will say that this is actually like pure planar model, no physical. Okay. So there are no physical variable involved in this. Okay. So that is what we have to, but later on we would be varying it. Okay. So now you come to what the next stage, the initial condition, which I call it can be included in the simulation parameter, but I'm writing it. It is actually like a different. So initial conditions are required for solving the differential equation. So here, what is the initial condition? So eta dot you are trying to do. So eta dot would be the initial condition. So I'm assuming that x-axis displacement is 0.1 meter, y-axis displacement is 0.2 meter, and it is actually like a 45 degree is the initial. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is actually like minus 1.2 pi by 4. Okay. This is the initial condition. Okay. So then I'm actually like writing this is also initial condition, but I need to define the, you call the array, which is actually like going to go further. So for that, I'm taking eta as one of the variable. So that would be having 3 cross 1. So I'm putting, you can say like a colon. And the first variable of that eta is actually like the initial condition eta of 0. Okay. So now what we did, we actually like initialize the variable, and then you can actually like make it. So even people want to make it zeros, that is also fine, but I took some initial, non-zero initial value. This is all the initial condition. So let us actually like go to the numerical integration part. So numerical integration starts here. Okay. So what that means, so you have to actually like make some kind of iterative thing. The sense it's supposed to have a loop. Here the for loop I have used. So the loop will start from I equal to 1 and it run till the end of the t. So in the sense it's supposed to go 101 times. So that I can calculate as a length of t. So whichever is actually like higher, that would give. So it is, you can say 1 cross, or you can say 101 cross 1. So it takes 101 as the variable. So now what you need to define, so you need to define psi. Okay. So because we are actually like going to write that, So what is the psi? So psi is actually like eta of that particular instant of third quantity. So it is ith instant, right? This is, I put, you can say, orientation of the bike with respect to ground thread. That is understood, right? So now what we need to write? So we have to write the Jacobian. So here it is a Jacobian matrix J of eta. Generally I'm writing. So J of eta is actually like what? So cos psi, it's all in radians. Okay. Sin psi, then 0. So sin psi. So in order to make a consistency, I'm actually like writing plus this way. So just to give consistency, nothing else. Okay. So now this is the Jacobian matrix. Okay. So then what else you need? You need actually like the relation. So what relation? So you need to have the zeta, which is what you call the vehicle fixed velocity, the sense. So input commands, the sense velocity vector of, so vector of body fixed velocities. Okay. So that is what the case. So the zeta of I can write, right? Zeta of I, it is can be variable, but right now I'm taking as x would be having 0.3 meter per second, and this is actually like 0. So then it can go longitudinal. That's what we expect. We will see. Okay. So then what else you need? So you need to have the numerical integration part. For that, you need to have the generalized time derivative of generalized coordinate. So time derivative of generalized coordinates. So what that would be, eta dot of I, okay, which is actually like a j of eta, okay, multiply with zeta of I. Okay. So then what we are trying to do, we are actually like trying to do the, you can say, generalized coordinate time, say update generalized coordinates updates of, or time update. I have to write time update. So it happens based on Euler integration method. So it would be eta time integration. So I plus 1 would be written as eta of, you can write I plus, you can say dt into eta dot of I, right? So that's also, then you want actually like put the end, or you want to write this x of I is actually like my position. So which is actually like eta of 1 comma I already. Probably I'll just take it this here. So I'll just make it as this. Okay, so I'm just putting it this here. So then this is actually like psi of I. So I'm just making it so that I can plot in a very easiest way. So it need not to be, but I'm just writing it. Okay, so now if I run this, so what happened? This is actually like the integration end. Okay, ends here. So then we are actually like presentation results. So I'm just plotting, okay, time versus x. Okay, so how it is actually like getting changed. So which I'm writing in a red color dash line, and time versus y, that would be blue color. Okay. So then time versus psi, that would be green solid line. Okay. So this is the way I just make it. So obviously you can actually like see something you have to write. So I'm just writing set. Even you can write the legend. So legend means that labels. So you can write this is actually like X. So this is in meter. Okay. So this is so Y in meter. We assume that way. So psi in radian. Okay. So this is what we can write, and then I'm setting the graphics where the font size is actually like 24 just for presenting here. Okay, just make it that way. Then X label would be time in second, right? And Y label would be, I'm just writing it as a simple variable, but don't make it, this is an array. This would be units, right? So now if I actually like run this supposed to run, we will see whether is there any error we made it. So I'm just assuming that this is made it. I'll just write, you can say land base. So mobile robot. Okay. So I just want to run. We'll see it is running. I hope you are able to see the screen even now. Okay. So you can actually like see the results, right? So this result is actually like a generalized. So what that means, we are actually like not giving any different aspect. So it is actually like varying from, you can say -1. This is varying from probably 0.5 or something. This is actually like pi by 4, right? You given a constant velocity along with body fixed frame x-axis direction, in the sense it is only you are given. So the vehicle already oriented at 45 degree, it goes continuous, right? But this result is not showing that as exclusively. So then what I wanted actually like, can I actually like plot in a useful form? Yes, for that what we have taken actually like in the thing, I just make it. So I'll put, this is the result. I'm just putting it here as animation just for. So for animation, I'm taking a general, okay. So here the vehicle width. So vehicle width, I'm assuming it as 0.4 meter. The length would be actually like 0.6 meter. Okay. So I'm taking a small box just for your understanding. This is I'm considering as a vehicle box. So this box is having actually like L by 2. So I'll start with the minus. So minus L by 2. Then you can say L by 2. Even you can start. So like this, I'll just write it. Minus L by 2. It's supposed to be close. So I'm actually like ending with minus L by 2 again. Okay. So now this is the X side of the box, and the Y side of the box is actually like a W. So then this is actually like a minus W, you know, like what I mean to say. So I'll show you like that in a picture. So this is what your box, what I did is here. So I made one point. Okay, this point is 0, 0. But I have a vehicle which has, you can say W as the width and L as the length. So I am actually like assuming that the center is, you can say properly there, symmetric. So this would be like then L by 2 and W by 2, but it is actually like this is the X positive and this is the Y positive. So this 2 would be, this is the coordinate, and this is L by 2 is the positive minus W by 2. This is L by 2 and W by 2, and this is L by 2 negative because it's opposite, but W by 2. But if I want to start and end here as a loop closer, so then I need to end again the same coordinate. So that is what we have actually like done here. You can see. So this is correspond to X, and this is actually like correspond to Y. So now this is what I assumed as a box. Okay, I just want to show an animated way. Actually, I'm not doing animation. I'm going to superimpose the, you can say, images, but still you can actually like feel it that as animation. Okay, so this is what the case. So what I need to do, I need to find again the rotation matrix here. So this I call R psi. Okay, so this is actually like a cos psi of I. So since I made psi already, so I no need to actually like play again. So that is the benefit I get here. Okay, so that is what I wanted to use here. Okay, then I'll put a plus for consistency. What consistency here I am talking is the space. Okay, nothing else. So now R psi I defined. So now I want to show the vehicle. So vehicle animated, I'm just showing, which is actually like not animated. What I'm trying to do, I'm actually like trying to change the coordinate according to the initial frame to body frame. So now everything is in body frame. I'm actually like taking it to initial frame. So the vehicle is supposed to rotate according to that. So for that, I'm actually like adding this. So now the box underscore V would be actually like having, you can say 2 cross 5, but this is actually 2 cross 2. So obviously, finally, you will get again 2 cross 5. So now the vehicle animation would have actually like 2 cross 5. So I can actually like take it. So now if I add this with my vehicle position, that will actually like change that. So that is what I'm going to show here. So now I'm actually like plotting. Okay, I'll just make it one figure here. I'll add. Okay. So here what I'm actually trying to show something like I'm actually like a plotting. I'll just probably I'll first you can say fill itself. So I'm going to fill the gap or you can say box. So what the box? So the vehicle animation would be having two quantity like two rows. The first row, all the element would be added with x of I because that is we started from origin, right? So the same thing vehicle animation with the second quantity with y of I. So now I'm putting this is yellow. Yellow is for academic. So that's what the yellow color comes here. I want to show that it is actually like having what you call the profile of the center, or you can say the time trajectory of the CG point, how it varied in XY plane I want to show. So probably I can actually like add that. So plot X comma Y. That too like I will plot something like, so vary from 1 is to I, so that it would plot only till up to the instant, till the instant what we have actually like a run. Okay, so that I'm putting in a blue color. Okay, so then what you have the same thing you can actually like make it. So you can actually like put it. So whatever we have taken the earlier case, you can actually like make this all fine, but here the case is different. The X label is actually like X, which is in meter, and the Y label is actually like again, it is actually like Y in meter, and I don't want to write it the other thing. Okay, so then I want to actually like put a grid on. Okay, then hold off. Before that, I'm actually like putting a pass command. Hit pass for 100 millisecond. Okay, so now what happened? This actually like I ended. Okay, so now if I actually like run, what happened? It will actually like show the patch. Okay, and it will continue. But the patch would be across. So I will just take it the limit. So I'll just put axis. So axis is actually like I put x limit, you can say lower limit, okay, upper limit, then lower limit, upper limit. So I need to find out what is the lower limit and upper limit. So that is actually like easy for us, but I'm just giving it lower limit is, you can say equal to minimum of, you can say x, comma, minimum of y. Okay. So then I'm putting it from there, it is 0.5. So in the sense I want to show properly. So then you can actually like make it this upper limit. Upper limit instead of minimum, it is actually like maximum. So because the vehicle size also need to be known, so I'm just putting it 0.5 because the vehicle width is 0.2 from the axis. So in the sense total width is 0.4 and total length is 0.6. So this all need to be visible to us. So then I'm putting axis square so that it will plot that way. Okay. So we'll see that whether it is happening that way or not. Okay, it is definitely there is an error. So the error is actually like a very simple error. Okay, so what that error? So grid on. So what is the grid on? This is actually like GID we have put. So it's supposed to be GRID. Okay, it's only error which was there. So now you can see that the vehicle is actually like starting and going it. Okay. So it is actually like fine, but there is a small hiccup here that we can actually like check it. Probably I did not put W by 2 or something. That is actually like might be the mistake. You can check that. Okay. You can see, right? So that's all. So now if I actually like you, there is a constant velocity which is actually like there in the vehicle orientation also. Initially it started from 45 degree, but keep on getting increased. So in the sense what happened, the vehicle start moving because the vehicle is having forward velocity and as well as rotational velocity, it will start rotating. We can see that is happening or not. It's a very small, so it is actually like not visible at all. But you can actually like see the other case. So we have, you can see like small, the bend is happening, but we'll check. It's a very small curve. The car, we will actually like make it little. So we'll see at least now it is visible. Yeah, now it is visible, right? So it is actually like making it since we have given very small time, you can see like it is happening. So now you want actually like little more, you can say time, and you want to see how it is actually like continuously it is coming or not, it is actually like going or not, all those things you want to see, you can actually like expand this and do it. Now I'm saying that even the vehicle is having a small lateral velocity which is actually like minus 0.1 meter per second, in the sense the vehicle is supposed to go down, but this vehicle is actually taking, you can see some kind of compromise between these two, right? So the vehicle is actually like trying to rotate, but some compromise is happening. So the vehicle is not coming down because the lateral velocity component is actually like not taking a role because the vehicle is actually like getting increased, right? So you can see, right, that is what happening in the Y. But now imagine if this is not there. So you can see that the vehicle would be going, you can say diagonally down, right? But still there is a forward velocity and there is a 45-degree line. So you can see earlier it was going like this, but now it is actually like coming down, right? So that is what we need to actually like see, because the resultant is still in the forward direction. So that is what you can actually like feel it. Okay. So now this way you can actually like play all variations, and you want to actually like increase the speed. Either you can actually like decrease the waiting time, or you can actually like skip the step. For example, now I'm actually like skipping the step instead of reducing this. So you can see like it would be faster than the earlier one. Okay, you can see, right? It is faster. So like that, you can actually like manipulate and you can actually like fix the frame, everything. Okay. So this is one which I wanted you to actually like understand. So once this is known, then what we can actually like see we can actually like go with a vehicle, you can say wheel configuration, and then we can actually like interface. And if the wheel is fixed in the front or back, how that would be play, all those things we can actually like see in the upcoming lecture. So with that, I'm closing this particular short video, and we will actually like see everything else in the upcoming lecture. See you then. Bye. Take care.